Hello Cancer. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Mershinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could also be a situationship. Could also be current. Others of you, this could be a connection where you know there's something special there, but no one's really speaking up. Okay. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. And at the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Not bad at all, Cancer. There is, well, there's 1, 2, 3 cards. They're a little bit on the dark side, but it's not something that's going to be lasting forever. This is definitely going to change. Their mindset will change. Here we have opening followed by illusion. Then we have synthesis, selfhood, justice, crisis, beliefs, mothering. Then we have wisdom under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Cancer, I want to open up to you. There are certain things that have happened, certain things that I've said and done, and many things I've hidden deep down in the shadows of my heart. These are secrets. Some things I thought would embarrass me. Other things I thought, maybe you'll judge me. And so I do not open up. But now I want to. As soon as I think of opening up and being open, honest, frankly talking to you, I flip and I hide once again. I hide behind this false mask, this veil that exists. And the feeling that I get is just me wanting to be and acting emotionally distant. There's a part of me that wants to open up to you. But there's also a part of me that is nervous and embarrassed about opening up. I don't want to. Because then you'll know what it is that I feel. There's a part of me that feels that in this connection, there used to be peace and harmony once long ago. But now there isn't. So much has changed. And there's a part of me that really, really wants to just talk to you now. Let it all out. In the shadows of this forest, I had hidden those secrets. But now I want to come out and talk to you about them. How I feel. I want to move forward. But I find it difficult to do so. Because now you are somebody that I really just don't recognize. The things that I put you through, the way you have become, it's because of the things that I did to you. I understand that. I have been a different person ever since that happened. I'm no longer the same. I see you now as someone who has moved on. You're self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. But that scares me. Because in my heart, that creates competition and intimidation. I do feel that you are also someone that has become very defensive. This defensive nature, you're very guarded now. I can't find my way into your heart. That's what I feel. There was this flame that once burned bright, our flame of love and passion, but that extinguished a long time ago. And for me to just stroll on in and start it up again, that is not possible. I don't know how to reignite this. You seem to me as if you're very unapproachable. I feel intimidated by you. A part of me really wants to open up and talk to you because I want to now make things right. Things were not right before. I feel things were very wrong. And these issues that occurred, these problems that I faced, it was always about me. Me. I kept taking and taking, and you just kept giving and giving. I understand. I understand that certain things have happened in a certain way at a certain time. They shouldn't have, but they did. I want to create a better balance between you and I. Because if I don't, there's not a lot of steps I can take in order to fix this. I need to make this happen. I need to fix this. I want to have an equal give and take. And though I hide from you and the rest of the world, my mind is in a crisis. Right now I'm so overwhelmed that I need time to sort out my feelings and emotions. I'm unable to move forward. I'm unable to make a choice or a decision. My mind is a mess. Too many things call to me. Different decisions, different thought processes. Right now, what I feel on the inside is nervousness, terror, impatience. I did feel very much infatuated with you. I still do. You are very attractive. But I am very overwhelmed with certain things that I am feeling on the inside that I cannot express to you. Mental anguish, pain, are in my mind and in my heart. Why am I overwhelmed? Because in this connection, I thought you and I were on the same page. But it turns out, no, you think differently, and so do I. We are not on the same page. We are quite different. In this connection, there have been times when I have said certain things and I have agreed simply so that there would not be an argument. I realize the problem now is that every time I agreed, I was surrendering, but it was a disingenuous surrender. It was not real. It was not true. It was not genuine. And so I made this impression, and all of a sudden, things changed. I'm also overwhelmed because the place where I come from, the way I was born and brought up, it's so different from what you have gone through. And I don't think like you. We don't have the same type of mindset. My experiences and yours are quite unique and different. I wonder now why in this connection things have happened the way that they did, but I know that we're not on the same page. And these are the things that push us far apart from the families, the friends, the society that we have, the rituals, the customs, the traditions that we have. These things are pushing and pulling me. A part of me feels that you are someone who is so nurturing, caring, and protecting and loving. I see that you have unconditional love, and I like what I see. This love is pure. It's true. Overall, I feel that in this connection there is this sense of wisdom that I have gained. I have learned from my mistakes. I have learned a lesson. But do I show you that? Do I announce it? Not really. You may think that I am the same person that I once was. No, Cancer, I've changed. I'm not that same person. Personally, I feel that I've changed for the better. But the problem is you wouldn't know because I'm not really talking to you. It's a very complicated situation in my mind and in my heart. There's a part of me that wants to open up to you, but then there's a part of me that's embarrassed. There's a part of me that knows there's certain things that I've hidden, but I do want to talk to you. I'm intimidated, and I'm overwhelmed. Overwhelmed by your beliefs. And there's a part of me that just simply wants to make things right, but how can I do that if I'm hiding? Yes, deep down I have become a bit wiser. I'm no longer the same as I once was. I am someone who is now quite different. This feeling that I have of wisdom, I also feel a little bit enlightened. I'm not going to make the same mistakes I made back then. I see things differently. I assess things differently. I feel that in this connection, one day hopefully you'll be able to see this, but for now, you'll not see anything because I'm afraid of what might happen if I open up to you. All right, Cancer. A lot is going on here. This person, like that song, Should I Stay or Should I Go? But we're not really talking about should I stay or should I go. The topic here is should I talk or should I not? This person doesn't know whether they want to open up or not. Like the first card is the strongest. They do want to open up, but then they're really embarrassed by what's happened. They're very overwhelmed as well. Plus, they feel that there's a lot of differences between the both of you. And with the beliefs card, you need to understand sometimes when we break up with a person or somebody's kept distance, it's because their beliefs, their thoughts, their traditions, their values are very different. Their morals are very different than ours. But if you decide to push all that aside and be with this person, remember, once again, those things will pop up. So a lot of people tend to forget after some time what were the real reasons why we actually broke up or why we stopped talking to each other. For those of you that have that type of a situation, just remember the reasons why things didn't work out in the first place. Are you over that? Can you move forward without dealing with those things? The beliefs card sometimes talks about different religions, different backgrounds, people from a different race. Ultimately, it shows me that in this connection, outsiders, outside people influences factors. Whether this is friends, family, or society, it's keeping the both of you apart. It could also be a company, for example. Some people are not allowed to date or be in relationships romantically if they're in the same company or rival companies. So it's some type of a belief that has taken place and it's actually pushing you guys apart. Let me know what that is. I do read the comments. All right. I have here, this is the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay. With this deck, I go a little bit into the past. That time when things just stopped working out. Things may have been very sweet in the beginning, but then they became sour. They went downhill. And this is for those of you that may have not felt that closure. You may not have gotten closure. This person may have ghosted you. They may have decreased the number of times they message you. And because of that, now it's concerning. Where do we stand? Are we together or are we not? These cards I read in the reverse. First card we have here is the Four of Arrows, followed by the King of Staves. All right. So we have here healing, introspection, and isolation. This person has enforced themselves into isolation. There's a sense of loneliness and they're forcing themselves into being lonely. They need a more detached view of problems and so they ignore everything around them. It talks about wanting peace after emotional disappointment, but truly detaching from the everyday world to regain balance. So this is very much like the hermit mode. This person is just not really talking. They've had the Three of Swords before, and now this is the Four of Swords, which is the Four of Arrows. So they are taking a step back and just trying to not relax, but they're trying to heal. They're trying to heal with what has happened. They are healing because they themselves don't feel that this situation was right the way it turned out. They're only healing because they know it was wrong. Remember, we had the Justice card, so this person didn't feel that there was an equal give and take. They know that things were wrong. Now they want to make things right. We also have here the King of Staves. This talks about how this person wanted to harness confidence, the mastery of a trade, even being supportive. They wanted to have all of these forces, but they were not quite strong enough to do so. Your person of interest here may have been someone who seemed supportive, but they were not reliable. Yikes. That's gotta hurt. Yep. This person may have seemed supportive, and how does somebody seem supportive? When they talk a lot, right? But there's always talk, no action. We need to be that type of a person that looks at the actions an individual takes. Not just one time, but multiple times. Always there for you. Are they reliable? This person may have made some promises and it just didn't come through. They just kept breaking those promises. And the promises literally could be small or it could be big. That's why this individual also is trying to heal, because they are not understanding why they behaved like this towards you. Even if they were in a great relationship with you, why did they behave like this? That's something that they're trying to figure out here, which is good. This is good. They need this. Oh my. 5 of Wands. Talk about people, indeed. We have here the Queen of Swords. This is the Beginner's Tarot, and I look here into any actions, plans, intentions that your person of interest has towards you. This is really interesting here. First card's the strongest we have. Arguments, disagreements, upsetness, even ego-oriented competition. The 5 of Wands here, to me, indicates other people are involved in the situation. Maybe, I'm getting the word brainwash. Somebody here's been brainwashed. This, to me, it talks more about external people. So, you know, you have the beliefs card. So that does talk about society, family, friends that may not be encouraging you to be with this person because they think this is the wrong thing. This is the wrong type of relationship. Now, what's interesting here is this does talk about people. So there may be people that are jealous, petty jealousy I'm getting. There could also be people that are just simply spreading rumors because of this jealousy. Now, does this person want to reach out to you? They do, but they now think that they have turned you into the Queen of Swords, like an ice queen or an ice king. They feel that they've hurt you so much. It's going to be very difficult approaching you. Now, you may not be like this, Cancer. However, this person sees that if somebody was to do this to me, this is how I would feel. That's how they're comparing this. So because they did this to you, they think that now it is very difficult to approach you. You have the sword, that's a weapon, and they don't know what you're going to do with that if they come around. You've got this attitude, this plain kind of poker face. They don't know how you're going to react because they've hurt you, because they did certain things that they really shouldn't have, the way they behaved. What's interesting here is the 6 of Cups. This person wants to push all this aside, and what I'm seeing is like those video games. Nowadays it's like the 3-dimensional thing, right? You put those big glasses on and you feel like you're really there. I forgot the name for it. You guys know what that is. But what I'm seeing, this person wants to transport themselves back in time to the point where you had just met. That's what I was seeing here. They want to relive and see that landscape. They want to see the places that you were in, the places where you made out. Somebody here is looking at it's like somebody pushed somebody into a little alleyway or in between, kind of like a door area, and they are smooching. Okay, so that's something I'm seeing right now, but there are memories that this person is wanting to relive in their heart, in their mind, because they genuinely love these memories. It makes them want to live. It makes them want to love. There are such beautiful, sweet memories. The first time you touched, the first glance, the first kiss, the first date, everything that was the first time, those feelings, that adrenaline, those endorphins, they want to relive all of that again. But things have gone too far, and so it's difficult for this person to go back in time and fix all this. All they can do is just think about it and fantasize and imagine what it would be like. And that's why here we have the 4 of Cups. They are not only bored, but they're depressed. And there's different levels of depression. They're depressed, they're sad, they're quite upset at what has happened and what's going to happen. They don't know what to do next. They feel that in this connection, yes, they may be given an opportunity. However, to them, that doesn't matter right now. They're not looking for opportunities. They're kind of in shock with what the heck they did in this connection with you. It's like they're in disbelief. How could I have done this to my Cancer? When I realize now that, oh my God, I love this person so much. And they are overwhelmed. Overwhelmed here with burdens, responsibilities, constrictions, restraints. these are things that they have in terms of their chores, their responsibilities. This is a situation that they can't really let go of. They can't push it to the side. So this individual I'm seeing, they're stuck in a circumstance that they just can't change. And sometimes we think that, yes, they can change. They have to make a decision. They can move forward. Let's say this person has a sick loved one. They really, really are close to them. They're not going to abandon them. That's inhumane. They're not going to abandon them to be with somebody else just for a few hours and not give medicine to the poor person that's sick. This is not the type of nature this person has. This individual is very committed to what they do. Crosswatcher, you are. This is what I'm seeing. Very committed to what you do. And you think what you're doing is right in your own way. That's okay. And yes, it may be right. Depends on who thinks what's right. But the problem here is when all of the time, energy, and effort is being spent elsewhere, there is no energy being spent on your person of interest. That's what I'm seeing here. So even if this person, Cancer, wants to come back into your life, what I'm seeing here is that they're very overwhelmed. Emotionally, they're overwhelmed. Literally, physically, they're overwhelmed. It's like they need a day off or even a week off. They need a vacation. They need to relax, because I'm seeing here somebody is very sore, like their body is really sore. Their feet as well. Somebody's been walking a lot. But they're just stressed out and they need to really just chill and relax. That's what's happening here. And they can't, because they feel that they can't let go of this. They're stuck in this kind of bubble. But for them, it's their responsibility. They don't want to let go. Here we also have the overall arching theme, which is perfect. It's beautiful. It's a very good theme. 9 of Cups. This person does feel that you are the person they wish for. They realize this. You are their wish come true. They hope for you. They wish for you. They long for you. They have those beautiful memories. What I'm seeing here, Cancer, even if your person of interest tries to reach out to you, please expect delays. Please expect that the circumstances for them won't most likely change. Don't expect that this person's going to drop everything and be with you, because there's something going on here which is beyond the entirety of the relationship itself. They feel that there's other things that are just, that need to be done. And once they're done, one day, what I'm wishing for, I'm going to recreate that. That's what they feel. All right. Let me know if any of that resonated. All right. I have here Archangel answer cards. Not bad at all. We have here big happy changes. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. So we have your Ask Your Angels. Why? Because there's something better. And once you ask, you're going to get some answers, and they want you to take some action. Ooh. Interesting. So it does appear, don't shoot the messenger, guys. It does appear that the angels, for the majority of you, if you're resonating with this reading, then most likely this part is also going to be meant for you. I am seeing here the No card. It was under the bottom of the deck when it just came out. And so that means the angels are not very interested in this situation that you've gotten yourself into. It's not for your higher self, your higher purpose. For some of you, things are going to work out. But for the majority of you, you're supposed to find somebody better. Because you will. You're not going to look for them, they're just going to show up. Here we have big happy changes are in store. They're going to be big, you're going to be happy about it. There will be abundance given to you in the coming future. They are saying here to ask your angels. So know that there are certain things that you can ask. You can talk to the angels. You can request from the angels through the power of the Christ consciousness and his Father. You get the permission from them, and then you and give permission to the angels, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel from heaven to help you. Within a split second, you are in their energy. They can hear you. Here, when you do this, they are saying here that there's going to be something better. Usually, there's two things with this card I've seen. One is there's something better than the situation that you're finding yourself in right now. Something better is going to happen, which is great. But there's also someone better. A completely new individual may come into your life and bring you abundance. This will happen after you ask your angels about certain things. And we also have here, take action. Do you feel that in this connection, there is this need or there's this desire to move forward? In this connection, what I'm seeing is when you get something better, or when you get that someone who's better, they're saying here to take action. And by you taking action, they don't want you to just rush into anything. Okay, don't rush into anything. But what they want you to do is not make the same mistakes you did before. Yes, you may be wise, but let's not repeat those same old issues. Here we have ask for help from others. This is going to be you talking to others, asking for help, asking for advice, and they are going to give it to you. Mostly the advice will be helpful. Interesting, you have here meditation brings answers, and over here you have ask your angels. So do meditate to the divine. Here we have in this card, this is the way this works. This deck is like this, as the Christ consciousness, who is aka Jesus, and from there we can ascend in our heart, in our mind, to the holy light of God, the source. Now, meditation, 21 minutes minimum is good enough. Angel Fakul has told me. You can read a little bit about her on my homepage, on my website. For prayer, 2-3 minutes minimum. Okay, maximum, no problem. Minimum, definitely. That amount. Now, what's very interesting here is we have ask your angels. Meditation will bring you answers. Isn't that cool? So there's an answer, there's a question, and you'll be able to move forward because you're going to be guided in that way. Not only intuitively and in your heart and in your gut, you're going to get this feeling from the spiritual realm, connecting with you, the spirit and the soul, but you're also going to be physically connecting with people, and they're going to give you some ideas, some opinions, some of their own experiences. So here the angels are saying, do listen to that, because there's a reason why you're going to listen to that, and then you're going to take some action. The overall arching theme here is no. So clearly I'm seeing here that there's something in this connection that you are expecting to be a yes or to have been a yes, but now the answer here is no. What I'm seeing is that something here is going to change, and someone better is going to come into your life. This may not resonate with everybody, but even for those of you that want to stick around with this person because you love them, first card's the strongest. You have big happy changes. So what I can conclude with this is, let's just expect the unexpected. That's what I'm kind of seeing from this. expect the unexpected, because there are certain things that you have thought of that are supposed to happen in a certain way. It's going to be different. It's not going to be what you thought it to be. All right. Cancer, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Also, for those of you who are new, I do have another channel as well called Asnointia Audio. I have some videos there regarding relationship advice, spiritual connections, and also what and who are negative energies. Those videos are all free to view. Please do have a look. And for some of you who want to place an order, feel free to go to my website, which is www.asnointia.com, and you can place an order. Some of the past life readings, they may not be available, so feel free to send me an email and I will put you on the waiting list. All right, guys. You all take care. Stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye now.